y'all, and welcome to today's video. I'm looking a little unready right now. My makeup is half done because I have some new products. Listen, I went to Walmart. They had the Profusion Casper stuff out. I bought some things. I bought, everything's in front of me. I bought the new Beaute palette. I made an online order. I've got some other things here. I want to just play with some makeup. If that sounds good to you, let's jump into it. All right, y'all. What we need to do first is bronze because I am looking flat. I'm looking a little flat. I have on my primer, foundation, concealer, powder, brows. That's all I've got going on. So I am going to bronze up my face. I bought the BH Cosmetics Full Heat Matte Bronzer. So I'm gonna zoom y'all in and we're gonna bronze up the skin. You know, I know these launched a while ago and I don't know. I kept thinking about it, and I was like, I miss BH. I miss BH when they did fun palettes and all of that, and I ended up going and buying this. This launched not too long ago. So I'm going to zoom y'all in and we are going to see if this bronzer is any good. Okay, so I've got you zoomed in. And I'm looking a little dry under the eye. It's fine. At the end, when we're done, I'm going to spray my face with a little like setting spray to kind of mesh all this powder in. But I want to finish my makeup first. So I bought the BH Cosmetics Caramel Cabo shade Full Heat Matte Bronzer. I saw on the site that this was recommended for the medium skin tone to like deep. So they had it like broken down into categories, like if you're light, these two shades, if you're medium, these two shades, if you're deep, these two shades, if you're like that. So this was in the medium category and I want to see, I'm kind of nervous. Like I just picked it up on my brush and it looks really pigmented. So I don't feel like I dipped my brush in more than I normally do. Let's see, maybe this will be a mistake. And we'll see. They also didn't have really good like shade descriptions as far as like, is it a red bronzer, a terracotta bronzer, a golden bronzer, a very like warm bronzer, a more neutral bronzer? I didn't see descriptions. So I don't feel like this is blending super well. First of all, like I said, my face is set down with powder. So maybe there's a reason that these launched and nobody really talked about them. It's not looking bad. Listen, it's not looking bad. It's not looking bad, but it's not blending the best. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Keep on blending. Blend, blend, blend. And hope that it doesn't like lift anything with how much I'm blending. But there we go. That's not looking bad. I mean, I think I paid like less than $6 for this. But I still feel like it shouldn't be that hard to blend. And now I feel like I'm blending so much that I'm disrupting the makeup underneath. Listen, we're starting off this video on a great note, right? Like bronzer that doesn't want to blend and I'm blending so much that my foundation is coming off underneath. What in the world? Listen, we have nowhere to go from here but up, right? Right? I'm going to look on the bright side. It can only get better from here. I don't love it. I don't love it. Is it the worst thing in the world? No, it's fine. It's just a bronzer that doesn't look great, okay? You know, like, okay, it doesn't look great. It is what it is. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So ColourPop sent me some of their 11/11 collection, and I have not had the chance to use this blush. This is Good Energy. I really like ColourPop powder blushes. I love the Super Shock blushes, but I do like these from ColourPop. Look at that. That's cute. Good Energy Pressed Powder Blush. So let's use it. This is a very light pink. So I think this is going to be pretty. Where is my blush brush? Let me find that. Every time I look at the bronzer, like, see how it kind of removed the makeup because I was having to blend so much? I'm not saying the bronzer lifted my makeup. I'm saying the bronzer did not blend. So in my efforts to blend, it started to disrupt what I had underneath, which I feel like is weird, right? Like, that's weird. Okay. So I just, like, listen, I feel like it's weird. You feel like it's weird. We feel like it's weird, right? It shouldn't have been that hard. But listen, this is a first impression video. Let me just throw out this reminder, okay, while we put on this ColourPop blush. This is a first impression video. If I'm trying something and I don't like it, and you have it, and you love it, is your favorite, and I'm sitting here saying, I don't like this, that's wonderful. I love it for you. I'm glad that you have a product that works for you. Remember, like, we can all like different things. We can all like different things. We can have different preferences. So if you love something and I don't like it, like, it doesn't mean that, like, you're right, I'm wrong, or I'm right, you're wrong. It just means we have different preferences and products work differently. It could be what we like, what we don't like is different. It could be our skin types are different. It could be the climate that we live in is different. All of those things. That's pretty. That is really pretty. Oh, that is really pretty. I'm actually going to go ahead and get a setting spray really quick so we can, like, spray the face, because I see where the powder, like, kind of clung in places under my eyes. I want to kind of see if it will help this bronzer. I do feel like the blush gave a nice little tint to my cheeks, and I feel like that's a little distracting from the bronzer. I'm really irritated right here where the bronzer made me look a little patchy. I'm not happy about that, but I'm gonna grab a setting spray, and that's gonna help us a little bit, I think. Okay, so I used a little bit of my Catrice spray, and I do feel like that helped. So I'm happy about that. Let's look at these highlighters, because I'm excited. When I went to Walmart, they had the Profusion Casper collection out, and I didn't go to Walmart intending to buy makeup, but the makeup was there and it spoke to me. So I bought both shades. This is Ghost in You. Look at that, like, Profusion and Casper, the friendly ghost. I think this is just so cute. Holographic highlighter in Ghost in You. So we'll use both of these, but let's put them on the face and then swatch them actually. How do I get this little plastic cover up? Is this taped down? Okay, this is not rocket scientist. Like, Heather, you have a degree, girl. Surely you can figure this out. Okay, I finally got it open. It was a sticker. That's why it wasn't coming off. It was, like, stuck to the sides. Okay. I figured it out. This is Ghost in You. So let's, like, swatch it, because it's like this. They say it's holographic. I don't know about holographic. Let's see. Oh, it's like a silvery blue. But here's what I like. Here's what I'm seeing in the swatch. This has, like, a transparent base. And for me, I really like that with colorful highlighters, because I don't want to be like, it works on everybody. Because I'm like, listen, anybody can wear anything in my opinion. But it makes it to where it does have that transparent base, so you don't really have a stripe. Usually, I obviously haven't tried this one on the face yet, but I'm feeling the good vibes. It kind of has this, like, blue to purple-ness about it, while still, like, see, if I turn my hand to the side, I can't really see it. Like, I can kind of see it, but that gives me hope. It means it's not so pigmented that it's going to look like a stripe on my face. But as I move, like, you're going to be able to see it, which I like. This is Fabulous. So this one looks like it's going to be more pinky. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me see. Let me make sure you can see. Yeah, okay. So here's Fabulous. It's more of like a pinky purple, warmer a bit. Whereas, yeah, definitely warm. And then this is more cool. So let's try them both on the face. Let's try them both on the face. I am going to use my brush. And let's do the cooler one first. Ghost in You. We'll pick that up on our brush, and okay, I definitely picked up too much. Let me grab my Sigma switch and let me clean off my brush, and then we'll blend this out because I don't want to add more. Let me make sure my brush is wiped off, and we'll blend this because I think this is gonna look pretty. That's just intense at first. Okay, so I wiped my brush off and I'm going to blend this. And do you see how it has this sparkle to it? Of course, if you don't like sparkle, it's not for you. This has sparkle, but if I turn my head to the side, you don't see that stripe. So I really appreciate that they gave us a highlighter in a fun, colorful shade that has a really fun sparkle. I mean, it's perfect for that, for adding some fun, but it's not just gonna look like a stripe on your cheek, and I appreciate that. I really do. I feel like I don't see that at the drugstore all the time, especially when it comes to these colorful shades. It's almost like brands take their shimmer eyeshadows and just kind of tone the formula down a little bit, and that still can make it too much for a face highlight. So I really like this. And I will also say, let me clean off my brush again and we'll put the other shade on. I like colorful shades. I think it's fun in a highlight, and that's why I wear makeup, because I think it's fun and I just enjoy it. Like, I enjoy it. So I'm gonna put on the other shade. What did we say? Fabulous? The more warm shade. And I definitely did not pick up as much this time. And that definitely has more warmth. But I would say I still kind of see some blue reflect there. So if you're thinking this is not gonna have any like coolness, you'd be wrong, because it definitely does. But it also has that sparkle and all that I like. So we have this one over here, okay? Like, I'm trying to move my face so you can see that it like doesn't leave a stripe. And then over here, Ghost in You, Fabulous. I'm thinking that is really pretty, actually. Okay, let's do eyeshadow. Okay, let's do eyeshadow. Let's talk about it. I bought the Beauty Bay Metamorphic palette. I really like Beauty Bay shadows. I think they have a great price point and they have good products in their shadows. So the palettes in this format from Beauty Bay, I love. I pulled this one because this is a blue purple. I have a video with this. It's the Midnight, the square pans. But Beauty Bay recently dropped this. This is like a newer shape. Haven't seen a palette like this. This is what the inside looks like. It's a very cool. It's very light. But I want to know, is this good? Because sometimes pan shape, size, all of that, it can affect a shadow. Like, because you have to press it differently. You have to do different things to get it to work in different shapes. And this one, I can just tell you right off the bat, color story wise, I kind of prefer the Midnight. They have this in a smaller version. They have this in a larger version. I kind of bought the one in the middle. I prefer this one color story wise. I haven't tried this one yet. We're going to. But color story wise, this one just offers a little more like depth, which I prefer. But I do want to show you a close-up, and I want to show you swatches of this palette because I am intrigued. The shimmers look really pretty. I did go ahead and swatch it because I kind of wanted to dip my fingers in it and see. I want to get this on the eyes. I want to test it. I want to try it. So to do that, I am going to put down an eyeshadow primer. I'm going to put down a base. I always do. Listen, deep set eyes, oily skin, we need an eyeshadow primer. And then we will test out this Beauty Bay palette and see if it's any good. Okay, I want to start with this shade right here. Oops, let me turn it upside down. I want to start with, what did I say? Morph. This shade. Looking at this palette, we don't have a ton of mattes to choose from, which is fine. But I do feel like if you're only going to include 5 mattes in a 15 pan palette, I would have liked to see something a little different in this shade. Now these are different. This one is a little more like gray based blue, whereas this one is not as gray and more true to blue. But for there only being 5 shades, I do feel like they're too similar. I maybe would have liked to swap out one of those with like a deep purple. I feel like that would have given the palette a little more in terms of color story. Here, you can see it all. Just, yeah, if you would have changed out one of these for a deep purple, I just, for me, I would have preferred that. But I am going to start with Morph. Listen, oh my gosh, I had highlighter on my hand, and you see that? I just touched my lid. Okay. Rookie mistake, Heather. I'm just going to start by pressing this kind of into my socket, above, below. It doesn't matter because I'm going to buff and blend it out, and we're going to put a shimmer on the lid, and we're going to cover up the lid. So I don't really care if shadow gets there. But yeah, I figured I would start with the deepest color. Now, it doesn't matter what you want to do. You want to start with the lightest shade. You want to work deepest. You want to start with the deepest shade, work lightest. Unless you have a palette where you find it doesn't work one way or the other. But for me, it's just personal preference. What am I feeling like that day? How do I want to start my look? People seem to get mad at me either way. You know, like, oh, you're starting with too light a shade. It's not going to work. Oh, you're starting with too deep a shade. It's not going to work. Listen, you do you. You do you. Start with whatever shade you want to start with. I'm going to press this in the outer portion of my lid too. And then what I think we will do, since we're starting with the blue, is go in with that lavender matte. And we're going to buff out this shade. So the lavender right here called Reality, and I want to see how that will buff and blend, and we'll kind of see what we can get. We'll see what we can get. I just think, I'm like, if they would have changed out one of these blues for a deep dark purple, it would have just made the palette, like, the looks I could see creating for me personally, I feel like would have expanded, you know? Okay, so I'm going to take that, like I said, and I'm just going to use a little bit at a time. And I'm going to just blend this so that we have like the blue, and then we have like this custom color because they're mixing, and then it's going to kind of fade up to the lavender. Just really wanted to see how these two shades were going to work together. I'm going to carry it down like this. I'm so irritated at myself for putting that highlighter for touching my lid. I don't know if that blue is looking right in here. There we go. Okay, there we go. My eyes are a deep set, so I like to bring my shadow up a bit, especially right out here, because I have a shadow here with makeup, without makeup. I have a shadow here, and I like to just kind of lift a bit like that. Don't have to, but I do like it. So I'm just going to take a little time blending. I'm pretty happy with how these performed. I really am. If you want to do something lighter and brighter, you could definitely take that purple and put that like on the inner part of the crease and just leave this deeper, darker blue on the outer part. But I kind of like the drama. So I want to do a shimmer on the lid. And the shimmers in here are really beautiful. Like, I'm sure you could tell from the swatches. I don't know what to do though now, because I think there's some really pretty shades in here. This is like a duochrome shade right here. Let me see if I can show you in the mirror. Not really, but you saw the swatches. So this is kind of like a gray purple type of duochrome blue. I don't know, it's really pretty. And then this has this like duochrome S effect. Let me see this mirror. I will say the palette is cool. I don't normally use my mirrors and palettes, so it doesn't bother me. But if you rely on using a mirror in your palette, this is a very small mirror to look at your eyes for me. So just FYI, I'm thinking maybe a purple, but I think let's just go for it. Instead of trying to fit a lot of these on the lid or something like that, let's just kind of put one, and let's do that one, that duochrome prism. I think that's going to be really pretty, and it will, like, we'll get the full effect. We'll see like the full fantasy effect of the duochrome. So I'm actually going to pick the shade up on my brush. I'm going to spray my brush with my setting spray, and then I'm going to pack it on the lid. Once it's packed on, I'll kind of buff it. Okay, so I'm going to press it on. Oh yeah. You see what I mean about like the shift, the duochrome, because now that I'm putting it on, right there on the lid, of course, it does look like it has that lighter base, but then as I'm layering it over the blue, it definitely brings out the kind of blue sparkle and shift of that shade. I just think that one's really, really pretty, and it kind of caught my attention. So I'm like, let's put that all over the lid. I don't want to put it over the matte in the outer corner. I just like to keep my outer corner matte. It's my personal preference most of the time. But that is absolutely beautiful. Like, I really, really think that's a pretty shade. Let's take System, this gray matte shade, and I'm going to put this on the lower lash line. I picked up too much shadow on my brush, I know, but I'm going to put this on the lower lash line. I don't know why I attempt to talk and do the lower lash line, because I always end up poking myself in the eye, and then my eye's irritated, and it's not a good situation. All right. I kind of like that. All right. I am going to go with that little brush that I had for the lavender, and I'm going to blend out the gray a little bit underneath. Okay, I want to take the shade Future, which is like the icy, kind of like snow white shimmer right there. And I'm just going to pop that on the inner corner. I think that's going to look really pretty. Now, I'm looking forward to using more of the shimmers in this palette. Beaute Bay definitely has like creamy shimmers, and I don't know that I can say that I feel like definitely this is the same formula in the palettes from before. Like, I don't know if this is the same as what I expect from Beaute Bay. I feel like these shimmers may be even a little more intense, which is good. I'll definitely have to play with the palette more, the mattes more, to know for sure. But I didn't have a difficult time with any of them, so that's good. That's good. I'm very happy with this. This is, I think, the most expensive thing I'm going to talk about at $25. Usually on Beaute Bay, you can find a coupon code or something like that. And if not, maybe you can get free shipping or something. But I'm happy with my purchase. I'm happy I ordered this. I just would have loved to see maybe just swap out one of the shimmer shades or one of the matte shades to throw in one more matte. I think it just would have been, for me, something I would like, a little more personal preference for me. But that being said, I really like this look. I'm very happy with my look. I think this is beautiful, and I think $25 for this look, I'm happy with it. I'm thinking this is really pretty. But you know, listen, if you've been watching my videos, you know I have been loving these Hard Candy Wednesday liquid liners. Hard Candy did send me these, but I have been loving, where are they? I keep them right in front of me. I've had the purple, I have the black, I have the blue, like the black. The Wednesday liquid liners from Hard Candy are so good, and I have not used the silver yet. This is a little storm cloud. It's so cute. So I thought with this palette, why not use the silver? It could be fun, and I'm hoping it is the same formula as the other ones. Like in the packaging is even like this chrome. It says little storm cloud, and then it does have the Wednesday like logo right there. So oh, that's pretty and reflective. That's what I was hoping. I was like, I hope it's actually a silver. I hope it's not a gray. I like gray. Gray would be fine, but I feel like this is advertised as a silver. So that's what I was hoping. I don't want to do like full-on eyeliner with this. I think what we'll do is just maybe draw on a little bit and see what happens. Like maybe we could do a little silver flick or flick in here or something. I just want to see, like, is this good and pigmented like the others? Because I love the others. They're beautiful. They stay. I love that. And it's a brush tip. So maybe, like, so my socket is here. I don't want to draw into my socket. Maybe just a little line right there on top of that navy. It's going to be very subtle on me and my deep set eyes. But sometimes I feel like it's those subtle little details that can really like elevate a look, even just for myself. Okay, you can kind of see in the mirror more, but because I took that shimmer so high and all, you're not going to see it a ton. I can see it. I think that adds a little fun to the look. I really do. And it's pigmented, so I'm happy about that. Like, I can see it. But it is light, and it is going right there, and it is going right near those shimmers. So it's not going to be super impactful, but like I said, I just wanted to play. I'm going to throw on liner. I'm going to do my Wednesday black liquid liner up top. I'm going to, I think, probably do something blue in the waterline. And I'm going to put on these lashes. I bought these lashes. I've never tried this brand, but I saw it when I was ordering the Beaute palette. This is Trigwell Cosmetics. I've never used anything from this brand, so I thought, let me try these. They were under $10, and this is the Style Harmony. So I'm going to put these on, and I will be right back. The look with the lash. I'm into it. These lashes are very light and fluffy. Very cute. I want to do lips, though. So I want to use one of my ColourPop True Love's Kiss lipsticks. So I do have the whole set. I've had this for a while. ColourPop sent this to me months and months ago. It's the full like princess collection lipsticks, but I think they're so pretty, and I love the box, so I keep them in here. Okay, I keep them in there. So the color I want to use is the Moana color. Yeah, is it Moana? No, Rapunzel. Sorry, I want to use Rapunzel. So this has the stars on it, and no, the suns on it. It has the suns on it. Very cute lipstick, but it's their Disney princess lipsticks. So I'm gonna quickly, oh, I have on my lip oil. I have on the Fantasy Cosmetica Ancient One lip oil to prep my lips. So let me wipe this lip oil off, and then we'll do our lip liner. Okay, so I'm gonna line my lips with Dopey from ColourPop. I don't know if I bought this or they sent it to me. I think I bought this one, but I may be wrong. I bought so many ColourPop lippy pencils over the years. Here is our lipstick. Alright, pretty. This is not a new formula to me or to ColourPop. It's not. It is not. Like I said, I've had this for a while, but I bought these lip toppers. The Profusion Casper with Friendly Ghost. This, listen, I showed some restraint when I saw the ColourPop Casper section at Walmart. It was on an end cap. I literally picked up the mirror and put it in my cart. And I took it back out and I put it back on the shelf because I'm like, Heather, you don't need this. Did I need these? No. But I'm like, you can get the highlighters, Heather. You can get the lip toppers. That is it. That's all I allowed myself. Still a lot. But yeah, sometimes I'm in the store and I have to talk to myself like I'm my own mom. You know, like, no, Heather, put it back. You can't have that, Heather. So, you know, I bought the lip toppers. This is a 3-piece glitter topper set. Add some shimmer and shine to your look. Friendly Ghost in the bottle. Hydrating, non-sticky. Keeps your lips feeling spooky smooth all day. We will see about that. Let's swatch them all first because they definitely have some shift to them. So let me take them out of this packaging and we'll kind of swatch. Okay, first up we have Boo. This looks to be like a pinky gold sparkly shade. And why don't we swatch like right there? Oh, that looks pretty. That looks like it's going to be really nice. Let me kind of make this swatch a little bigger so I can make sure y'all can see it. Definitely has a pinky hue to it. Definitely kind of icy. I think these are all going to be kind of icy shades. Depending on how I turn my hand, I can see the different tones. Let's do Zoop Zop next. Yeah, okay, so this one looks to be like a more neutrally champagne gold silver type of color. Yeah, you can definitely see it has more of like that yellowy champagne to it. Still pretty cool leaning in my opinion. There we go. And then the third one is this more like purpley pink color. This is called Mystic. So maybe we will just put that right there. Yeah, this one definitely has like purple, pink, blue. So let me add a little bit more so I can show these. But I'm going to pop up a video. I'm going to take a video on my iPhone so I can try to really show you kind of the sparkle and shift better. Because I want you to see a little more than like just what I'm doing right here with y'all on my hand. Okay, I went with a very pink type of lip with this cool tone eye. So I think we're going to go for it with the purpley pink lip topper, the Mystic one. I think this is going to be it for the lip. I'm trying to make sure I'm like, did I pick up the right one? Because you know they like shift in the tube. All right, so my lips, this is not a matte lip. This is a like creamy formula. I think this is their Luxe formula. Or are they yeah, Luxe Vault. So it is creamy. It has a nice kind of sheen to it. But did you see it? That's fun. Okay. I am going to, oh, that's really fun. And it feels nice on the lips. It doesn't feel gritty. Let me kind of blend it in because I don't want to walk around the day with it like that intense. I'm going to kind of blend it in. Yes, I'm getting it all over the applicator. I'm going to wipe off the applicator before I put the applicator back in the tube now. Isn't that pretty? Like, I definitely think I could build it up and make it more intense if I wanted to. But this way, it just kind of has, like, it is a topper, like it says. It gives me that little bit of sheen, a little bit of sparkle, like just a little something out of the ordinary, a little something fun without being, like, overpowering. So I feel like it complements our eye look rather than competes with it. Now I know it's still a very bold makeup look. I'm not saying it's not. But I like that. Okay, I'm excited to wear these. Okay, Profusion. They did good on this formula. Like, I kind of like this on the lips. All right, y'all. I feel like we had some hits. We had some misses. The bronzer is the only thing that I'm like, you rascal. You tried to sabotage me. But I feel like the focus is so on the eyes that it's okay. I'm liking the Profusion Casper things I bought. I like both of the highlighters. I like that lip topper set. That's going to be fun to play with. I really like the Beauty Bay palette so far. Of course, I've not used all the shades. These lashes are beautiful. The Wednesday line are beautiful. The blush, like, I'm having a good time. And like I said, I think the most expensive thing we tried was the $25 I paid for the Beauty Bay palette. So this was a fun little try on. Let me know, do you like these types of videos where we test out multiple things at once? You know, some drugstore things, some maybe drugstore adjacent things. I would love to know if you want me to keep doing this type of video. I'm just really liking my eye look. I'm really liking the sparkle that I have going on today. I hope whatever you're doing, you're having an amazing day. If you're not wearing makeup at all, you look amazing. If you've got a full face on, you look amazing. Whatever you do, you look amazing. I hope you're having a good day. Please subscribe. I have so many videos coming. Y'all don't even know. I will see you then. Bye.